disrespect. You know I love y'all, but the disrespect to Michael Pittman Jr. gotta stop. You talking about a guy that's fourth in the nation in receptions, fourth in the nation, 10th in yards. I mean, for you guys to be telling me that he shouldn't be on the draft board. Now listen, let me tell you about the draft board. The draft board is basically a draft board in no order because you don't know where nobody's going to go. But this guy deserves to be looked at. People are hitting me up talking about my man Red, talking about he too slow, he too this, he too that. Slow people don't get open for 101. You know what I mean? 101 catches mean that you were all that offense had. Fourth in the nation in catches, more than Laviska Shenault, more than all these other guys everybody shoving down our throat. This guy could just simply get open. And let's look at some of his highlights because I don't.
Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Yes, I'm a little quiet. I'm not going to be extremely loud and extremely, charismatic as I always am. I'm going to just keep it light. This is a late upload. It's probably the latest I ever uploaded a video. But, the games ran late. You know what I mean? I just wanted to, give my synopsis on super wild card weekend so far. Real exciting games, man. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, y'all just saw that clip of what I was saying about Michael Pittman Jr. 11 months ago. Michael Pittman Jr. in the first game had his playoff debut, almost 100 yards receiving. Showed that he was ready for the bright lights, took every opportunity he was supposed to take. This is why I wanted him to be a Philadelphia Eagle. A lot of people said he wasn't worthy of even being on the draft board. This is why, come on, man. It pains me to see guys like Pittman in the playoffs and DK Metcalf in the playoffs and, Justin Jefferson breaking records. It pains me to see this stuff because these are guys that myself and Philly 500 discussed thoroughly that, we should consider taking with some of these picks. I think Michael Pittman was even a second rounder. The list goes on and on and on, man. I mean, we can't keep missing on these dudes and just to see them balling out for other teams in the playoffs, man. A lot of people like to bring up the question, well, how do you know they would be effective in the Eagles uniform? You don't know that. You don't know that. All you know is that you're passing up on people who are effective in other systems, and the guys you picking up ain't effective in yours. So you don't know what nobody's going to do anywhere they go, but it got to sting a little bit seeing something like that. I picked the Bills to win this game. You know what I mean? I definitely picked the Bills to win this game. I picked the Bills to win next week too. I like the Bills' chances in the postseason. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Bills remind me of the Philadelphia Eagles before they won a Super Bowl. The Bills remind me of a lot of the 2017 Eagles. Their quarterback making some amazing plays in Josh Allen. Their wide receiver Diggs is stepping up. They just look like they're just gonna always find a way to win to me, man. So I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Colts, one and done. Phillip Rivers getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? But Phillip Rivers had a solid season. So do they bring Phillip Rivers back? A lot of questions for both teams. You know what I mean? But that's for them to talk about in the offseason. You know what I mean? We're not going to get into that. We're just going to keep it on the game. I think it was an entertaining game, man. 3-point win for the Bills. Try again next year, Colts. You know what I mean? I look forward to keep seeing the Bills in the postseason. I like what I saw. I didn't expect the Rams to beat Seattle. I didn't expect that. I didn't. You know what I mean? Jared Goff. A lot of people are like basically hating the season that he's having so far. They were saying that he sucks. It was a lot of bad talk about Jared Goff. At the end of the day, man, Jared Goff won that playoff game just now. He ain't start that game, but he won that playoff game. So, you got to respect that. You got to respect that, man. The Rams got some pieces that if they start lining things up the way that they should line things up, you know what I mean? You can see better play out of the Rams moving forward. I would hope so. I just didn't see Russell Wilson losing to them, though. And it happened, DK was doing this thing. They really held that offense in check, though, man. They held Seattle offense in check. They really couldn't sustain long drives, and then, that's what happens in the NFL. And then on the flip side of that, the Rams were actually able to control time of possession. They had a brilliant day on the ground, and they were also getting pressure on the opposing quarterback. So that's what happens, man. Washington fought. I think that game actually still on. Washington fought, you know what I mean? And that's all you could ask for, man, when a team is in a position like that. They won a division that they probably didn't want to win. I'm pretty sure they'd rather have the pick than play in that game. Something tells me that. But they went out there and fought in that game, though. It was a one-possession game in the fourth quarter when I decided to, since I'm up, to me knock this video out. They fought in that game, and you listen, man. That's what's supposed to happen in the National Football League. You're supposed to be able to put up a solid fight, regardless. They put up a fight, and I think they might have, they can glance at this quarterback, what is this, Heineken, whatever. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name, but I think that they could glance at their quarterback and be like, all right, maybe we found something that we could build on. We don't know if he's the future, but listen, the dude is beefing in the playoff game. You got to look at that. So I think all 3 games were interesting, man. All 3 games were entertaining. I'm pleased. Yes, we know that the Philadelphia Eagles not in, but we always going to talk about playoff matchups, man. I mean, you got to talk about the playoffs. I mean, I sat here and watched 3 games today. You think I don't have nothing to say about it? And it just is what it is, man. Yo, but make sure y'all stay tuned in and y'all tap in with the Loot Mogul, man. The Loot Mogul is doing this thing, but Flick Chat. This week, Flick Chat has, contests, jackpots for every game. You know what I'm saying? Give you a chance to crack at $1,000 if you can guess a bunch of questions that's on the Flick Chat pertaining to the game, like who scores the first touchdown, stuff like that. It's not your usual pick'em, but this is for big money, man. So make sure you give yourself a chance. So go onto my Flick Chat. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a chance for tomorrow's games. If you missed the early games, I forgot to announce it. That's on me. But give yourself a chance. I mean, a lot of people clicked on it, gave themselves a chance. Listen, man. This was supposed to be happening, man. I'm supposed to be happening, man. We supposed to be trying to help people out, giving people opportunities, and I only rock with sponsors who put me in a position to do stuff like that. So yeah, go out there and go on the Flick Chat, go on the Loot Mogul, give yourself a crack at some bread, man. Why not? Especially if you're just up sitting on your phone, not doing nothing. Why not, man? Let me know what y'all think in the comments.